There are nights that feel endless. So long that a person no longer knows whether they are awake or dreaming. The sound of the clock echoing through a quiet room. The rain tapping softly against the window. The heavy breathing of exhaustion, all of it creates a loneliness that only the sick truly understand. You lie there. Perhaps in a cold white hospital bed. Perhaps in your small bedroom with medicine bottles lined across the table. Perhaps recovering from surgery. Or perhaps silently carrying a sickness no one else can see. And sometimes you whisper, "Lord, why me?" That is not weakness. That is the cry of a wounded soul. In the quiet villages of Europe, where ancient churches stand beneath snowy skies, candles are often lit for the sick every evening. Tiny flames tremble in the cold air. Yet they continue to burn. People believe that no matter how dark life becomes, God's light never truly disappears. And today, God wants you to hear this. My child, you are not alone. Perhaps the doctors still have no answers. Perhaps your family cannot fully understand your pain. Perhaps your body feels weaker every day. But God is sitting beside you even now. He sees the tears you hide from others. He knows the nights when pain keeps you awake. He understands the fear that enters your heart when you think about the future. There are people who were once very strong. They worked tirelessly. They carried entire families on their shoulders. They were the ones everyone depended on. Then illness came, and everything changed. Even the strongest people cry silently in the bathroom so no one will see. Even the bravest hearts tremble at the sound of hospital machines. Even those who once cared for everyone else must learn how to ask for help. That does not make you weak. That makes you human. In old cities like Paris and Vienna, there are churches where sick people come simply to sit in silence. Not because they expect instant miracles, but because they need to feel that hope still exists. Hope is not always something grand. Sometimes hope is simply, I survived today. I am still breathing. I have not given up. And God treasures those small victories. He does not wait for you to become perfect before loving you. He loves you even in your weakest moments. Right now, you may feel betrayed by your own body. You take medicine every day yet still suffer. You pray yet the pain remains. You force yourself to smile while carrying despair inside. Listen carefully. Faith does not mean never feeling pain. Faith means continuing forward even while in pain. Many people think that those with faith are never afraid. But even the strongest souls have trembled in darkness. The difference is that they refuse to let the darkness win. In an old monastery hidden among snow-covered mountains in Europe, there is a sentence carved into stone. The darkest night still ends with dawn. Illness feels like a long winter. Some days are so cold you believe your heart has frozen. But winter never lasts forever. God is leading you through this season. Maybe slowly. Maybe one fragile step at a time. But He has not abandoned you. Sometimes God heals through miracles. And sometimes He heals by giving you strength to endure. You are not a failure because you are tired. You are not worthless because you are sick. You are not forgotten because you are suffering. Your value is not measured by how healthy you are. Your value comes from the soul God created within you. Someone reading these words today may feel completely hopeless. Perhaps you just received difficult test results. Perhaps you are enduring chemotherapy. Perhaps you heard a diagnosis that shattered your world. You feel as though all your plans have collapsed. But remember this. When one door closes, God still sees roads you cannot yet see. Maybe today you do not understand why this is happening. Maybe years from now you still will not fully understand. But one truth remains. Your pain is not meaningless. People who walk through illness often become softer toward life. They begin to cherish sunlight. Cherish hugs. Cherish ordinary breaths. Illness takes many things away. But sometimes it also opens human eyes to what truly matters. You begin to realize. Money cannot buy peace. Fame cannot replace health. And an ordinary painless day is actually a priceless gift. God does not want you to live every day in fear. He wants you to know that even in suffering, beauty still exists. Look at the morning sky. Listen to the birds outside your window. Feel the warmth of a hand holding yours. These are reminders that life is still present. Maybe your body feels weak, but your soul still carries light. And even a small light is enough to survive the darkest night. Many sick people feel ashamed. They do not want to become a burden. They apologize for needing help. But hear this clearly. You are not a burden. If today you only had enough strength to take one step, that step still matters. If today you only managed to smile for a few seconds, that smile was still beautiful. God does not measure human worth by productivity. He looks at the heart. In the misty villages of Scotland, elderly people often say, when humans are weakest, God is closest. Perhaps during this painful season you will discover things you never understood before. You will learn what true love really is. Who stays when you have nothing left? Who prays for you in silence? Who holds your hand when you can no longer stand alone? Sometimes illness does not only heal the body. Sometimes it heals the soul. You learn forgiveness. You learn to slow down. You learn how to love more deeply. And one day, when you look back on this difficult season, you may realize, I was stronger than I thought. Perhaps you are not fully healed yet. Perhaps the road ahead is still long. But you have made it this far. And that alone proves there is extraordinary strength inside you. God has never left your side. Not during the nights you cried alone. Not when you thought no one heard your prayers. Not when you wanted to give up. He was always there. Some miracles happen quietly. A slightly better medical result. A day with less pain. A person arriving at the right moment. A small spark of hope returning. Do not underestimate small miracles. Because God does not always arrive like a storm. Sometimes He arrives like the slow sunrise breaking gently through the fog. And today, if your heart feels exhausted, rest in these words. My beloved child, I have never left you. Mornings in Europe are often quiet. Stone streets still hold the breath of mist. Church bells echo slowly beneath silver skies. People walk through narrow streets wearing long coats, holding warm coffee as they begin another day. And somewhere, someone fighting illness wakes up the same way. Not with overflowing energy. Not with excitement. But with silent courage. Sometimes simply waking up is already a victory. There are pains invisible to the world. A smile may still exist while exhaustion lives underneath it. Many sick people learn how to pretend they are fine so others will not worry. But God sees everything. He knows how tired you are today. He knows the fears hidden in your mind. He knows there are moments when you wonder whether you can continue. And God whispers, do not be afraid. I am walking beside you. Life can feel unfair. Some people live healthy lives and still become sick. Some people pray every day and still suffer deeply. And this causes many hearts to lose faith. But true faith does not mean believing life will always be easy. True faith means believing that even when life becomes painful, God is still present. In Prague there is an ancient bridge where, during wars and plagues centuries ago, desperate people stood and prayed beneath dark skies. They did not know what the future held. Yet they still lifted their eyes toward heaven. Human beings need hope in order to survive. And the greatest hope is not that life will become perfect. The greatest hope is knowing you do not fight alone. Perhaps tonight you are unable to sleep because you are worried about test results. Perhaps you fear medical bills. Perhaps you are worried about your family's future. You try to appear strong. But deep inside, you are simply a human soul longing to be comforted. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. A candle burning softly inside an old cathedral. Outside, winter winds move through the darkness. But inside, warm golden light still remains. That is your soul. Illness may weaken the body, but it cannot extinguish the light God placed inside you. Do not allow painful days to make you forget your worth. You are still worthy of love. Still worthy of care. Still worthy of hope. Many people think strength means never crying. But sometimes true strength means crying, and continuing anyway. There will be days when negative thoughts overwhelm you. You may ask, when will things finally get better? No one can fully answer that question. But God knows your story is not finished. In the snowy countryside of Norway, people often say, the sun still exists behind the clouds. Hope exists the same way. Do not let one terrible day convince you that your entire life is terrible. You have already survived things you once believed would destroy you. And you are still here. That means God still has purpose for your life. Perhaps His plan looks different from the future you once imagined. Perhaps illness has changed everything. But sometimes the most beautiful souls are shaped through suffering. Those who once suffered learn how to comfort others. Those who once felt hopeless learn how to give hope. Those who once fought illness understand the true value of life more deeply than anyone else. One day your story may become light for another wounded soul. Maybe you cannot see that today. But God is writing a journey greater than what you currently understand. Allow yourself to rest. You do not need to prove strength every moment. If today you are tired, rest. If today you need to cry, cry. If today you need to pray silently, do so. God is not disappointed by your weakness. He loves you even on the days when you have no strength left. In Rome, thousands of sick people visit ancient churches every year. They kneel not because they already have answers, but because they are searching for peace. And peace does not always mean the pain disappears. Peace means knowing that no matter what happens, you are still loved by God. There are things in this world science cannot fully explain. Someone expected to die suddenly recovers. A broken heart somehow finds hope again. Miracles still exist. But sometimes the greatest miracle is the fact that you continue living despite the pain. You are stronger than you realize. If today you are fighting illness, remember this. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not fighting alone. There is a God listening to every prayer you whisper. Even when the room feels silent. Even when tears fall onto your pillow. Even when you think nobody understands. God understands. He never promised a life without suffering. But He promised you would never walk through suffering alone. So today, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Try saying, Lord, give me strength for one more day. And slowly, step by step, you will discover that you have already traveled farther than you ever imagined possible. One morning, sunlight will pass gently through your window. You will breathe deeply. You will feel your heart becoming lighter. Perhaps the journey will not be over yet. But hope will have returned. And in that moment, you will understand. Even in the darkest days, God still brings light to souls who refuse to give up.